morning, guys. Well, I will explain more later because my phone is on the verge of dying and I need to go and find somewhere to charge it. But I slept along here last night. And let me tell you, it was a very, very wet night. It threw it down most of the night last night, so it was very, very wet. But yeah, I'm going to explain a little bit more later. Like I say, right now I need to go and find somewhere to desperately charge my phone because it is about to die. So I don't know how much more filming I'll be able to do today until I get my phone charged and get my next video up. But again, another casted over morning once again. So I'm in a place called Saltburn, and obviously from the last clip that I showed you where I stayed, I'm walking along there, and obviously it's only about 4:30 and something in me is telling me to put my tent up, stop and put my tent up. I was shattered and I was exhausted, and something in me was saying stop now and put your tent up now. Like I say, normally I don't put my tent up that early. So I did, put my tent up, and within half an hour it started absolutely bucking it down, absolutely lashing it down. So it's like a kind of double-ended sword, because in one way it's good that I got out of the rain quick. I got, you know, I'm dry, I'm in my tent, got out of the rain. But unfortunately, as you guys all know, my tent's not the best. And within about an hour, my tent's filling up with rain. My tent is, there's puddles forming. Now, the thing is with my tent, there's certain places where it stays dry. There's literally certain places in my tent that stay dry. But there's a pocket in my tent. I've showed you in other clips before. There's a pocket in my tent that fills with water. And then obviously it drips underneath it, and then obviously around the door section. At the back of my tent and at the other side of my tent, it stays dry. So there's puddles forming in my tent. And the other thing as well, guys, like, I just want to be completely honest with you. I literally just want to be completely honest. It's that time of month. Now, girls, I know you'll understand. Guys, just ignore it because you won't get it. But yeah, it's that time of month. I'm emotional. I'm very, very emotional. I've rung my mum up, all emotional and everything. So yeah, so like I said, the tent is filling up, and I thought, you know what, I started putting some holes in the tent, some little holes. My tent already had a hole in it anyway, from, like I said, the last clip that I showed you. So I started putting some little holes in it, and that started draining all the water away, which helped. It helped a lot. You know what I mean? Absolutely helped a lot. Drained all the water out. So I managed eventually to start, you know, drifting off to sleep and getting to sleep. But I'm just really, 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 really struggling getting comfortable. Really struggling getting comfortable. And it's asleep for a bit, wake, toss and turn, fall asleep, wake up, toss and turn. And I'm just, like I say, exhausted. So like I say, I've just walked it now for the past couple of hours down to Saltburn, and my legs feel like they're about to give out. My legs feel like they're literally about to give out from under me. And obviously that would be tired, emotional and whatnot. I might go home. Now, I don't want to quit. I really don't. I don't want to give up because I genuinely want to do this. I genuinely really want to do this. So I don't want to quit. But I want to go home. People flipping walk past me and think I'm crazy, looking at me like talking to my phone. Honestly, you can tell the people that don't understand social media. I'm going to show you where I am in a minute. So yeah, so I'm going to go home, regain my strength, my energy, and I'm going to get a better tent. I need a better tent. And then I'm going to come back. So don't see it as quitting. Just see it as I'm going on a bit of a hiatus. Is that what it's called? I don't know if that's called. I'm going on a bit of a break. I'm going home and then I'm going to come back and continue. I just need to go back and recoup, because otherwise I'm going to end up collapsing. I'm literally going to end up collapsing. So yeah, let me show you where I am. Now I've rambled on for God knows how long. So yeah guys, this is Saltburn. A little down the coast from Redcar. Just made my way along here. And there's basically guys, there's one bus that's just passed me this way going back to Middlesbrough. So I might just jump on a bus. I may just jump on a bus at some point and go to Middlesbrough. And then my mum said she will come and pick me up later on today if I need it. If I wanted to come and pick me up, she'll come and pick me up. But right now, I've literally got my phone on charge. Luckily the sun's shining and I've got my phone on charge here. It doesn't work too well because it's cloudy. It is cloudy, so it doesn't work too well. But at the minute, I haven't gone in anywhere for a coffee or to charge my phone up. So yeah, so I'm going to wait for another bus to come along here, and then look at all these walkers, all these hikers. Yeah, wait for another bus to come along here at some point and then jump on a bus to Middlesbrough, I think. I've never been to Middlesbrough before, so apart from, obviously I nipped into the train station yesterday, jump on a bus to Middlesbrough and then my mum might come and pick me up from there. But like I said guys, be reassured, I will be back and I will continue this adventure. I don't want to quit. I really don't want to quit. I just don't feel I can go on anymore right now. See, them hikers there that have just passed me. Look, they're going up there. They're going up there. There's steps, and it looks like there's a bit of a path. And that's where I'd be going. That's where I'd be going if I were continuing forward. And look at that. Look, all the way along there. And looking at that right now, the way I feel, I can't even, sitting down and standing up again hurts. Do you know what I mean? So I don't think I can walk up them steps. Literally don't think I can walk up them steps the way I'm feeling right now. So yeah, I'm sorry guys, I'm really sorry to disappoint you. Can you see that paraglider up there? Look at that paraglider. Whoa! How many people have the guts to do that? How many people have the guts to do that, eh? Before they come down off one of them hills. But look, yeah. So I'm just sat in another Wetherspoons in Middlesbrough, and I've got plenty of time to reevaluate, rethink. Now, I could be here for hours. I literally could be here for hours, and by then I know, after God knows how many coffees, just had something to eat, I'll probably be ready and moving to go again. I'll probably be ready and moving to go again, you know, because I know, like, from past trips that the adventure gets hard. It gets really hard, and I want to give up and I want to go on. You know, it's a difficult one. It's a difficult one because I really, 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 really don't want to give up. I really don't want to give up, and I really don't want to quit. However, every time I get up to go to the coffee machine to refill, I literally can barely stand up. Barely stand up. So I'm kind of thinking about like the last trip, obviously down south I had in, to Cornwall. It was summer then. It was summer, and the sun is what keeps me going. The sun is literally what keeps me going, and I know I'm trying to get another hit of morphine like I had down there. You know what I mean? The same adrenaline rush that I had on that journey, which I know is not going to happen because you never can experience something. When you experience something for the very, very first time, it could be anything in life, like going on a roller coaster for the first time. Anything you do in life for the first time is always exciting, but you're never going to have that feeling back again, ever. So I'm sort of like trying to find that excitement I had down south again. And I keep telling myself that that's not going to happen. It's not going to be as good as that trip. It's just not, because it's just not going to be as good as that trip. So I have to keep kind of reminding myself that it's not going to be that good. So I really, as much as I don't want to go home, I'm ready to go home. I am ready to go home. I'm going to come back. And literally, like I say, I need to go home, recoup, get a new tent. Once I get a new tent, I think I can reevaluate. Because the thing is, guys, as well, you've got to remember, I'm new to this. I'm still very, very new to this whole wild camping, experience-wise, what to carry, what not to bring, what to bring. And, like other people that I've been watching, they carry a stove and food, and they even have dogs with them, so they have obviously all the dog food for the dog. You know what I mean? I'm just bringing clothes. I know it doesn't seem like it because I'm carrying literally loads, but I've just got a bag full of clothes. So I need to readjust. I'm not bothered about carrying a stove or anything like that. I'm not that kind of camper where I want to set up a stove and do cooking, because I wouldn't know what to bloody cook, you know what I mean? I'm happy to grab bits along the way because I don't have a big appetite. So I'm not bothered about doing all that. I'm not bothered about, carrying a stove and all that. But I do need to drop the tent. I need a better tent. I know that for sure. As much as I like that tent, I need a better tent. So yeah, I'm going to go home, re-energise, get my energy back, get a new tent, and then I'm going to come back. Maybe a little bit. Maybe I will head to Whitby. Maybe I will go to Whitby and carry on from Whitby, or I don't know yet, but I'm going to come back. So like I say, I'm not giving up because I'm not a quitter. I'm really not a quitter, and I really do want to carry on this journey. But yeah, it's just a case of, I know for a fact as soon as I get back out there, I might be able to walk for another maybe hour or so once I've, like I say, sat down, had some coffees and so, because it comes in waves, a spare of energy and that, it comes in waves. So I know that I'll be able to go for about an hour or so, but then probably another rough night's sleep tonight, and then I'll be done in again. So yeah, so like I said, guys, I really do apologise. Don't be angry at me because I'm angry at myself. I am angry, I am frustrated, but the adventure continues. I'm just putting it on pause. So yeah, this is exactly what I'm talking about, as I said in my last video about these old pictures and information that, like most Wetherspoons, 1 minute. See, most Wetherspoons have these pictures up on the wall, sort of like famous people and football and stuff. And yeah, it's sort of like I've got plenty of time to kill, so it's always interesting to have a read and have a look at, you know what I mean? So yeah, every Wetherspoons over there has all these old pictures up on the wall. So yeah, like I say, this is relevantly quiet in here today. It's actually because it's Sunday. It's Sunday, so it's a bit more quieter than obviously on a Saturday. But yeah, like I say, every Wetherspoons is different. Apart from the food and the coffee, every Wetherspoons layout is different. And it's just interesting to look at all these pictures. But yeah, I've got literally now probably a good 2 or 3 hours to kill. I've already been in here about an hour or so. So I've got about a good 2 or 3 hours to kill. My mum said she's on her way. God knows how long it's going to take her. She did say about 2 hours or so, but traffic dependent. But yeah, this is what I mean about I could be sat here now and the people that work here probably won't even say anything. They won't even turn, they probably won't even say out. You know, and especially when it's quieter, it's easier, you know, so I can use the Wi-Fi, the phone's on charge, many as coffees as I like, which is, do you know what, probably a bad thing because, like I say, I'll have about 50 coffees and then I swear to God I'll be very damn moving to go again. I'll probably want to walk back home, do you know what I mean? I'll have that many coffees. But the other thing as well is I think I've pulled a muscle in my neck. This is the other thing as well. As well as being on and being exhausted, I genuinely feel like I've pulled a muscle in my neck, you know, with picking up my bag all the time and carrying all the weight of the bag pulling me down and then sleeping awkwardly. Every time I turn my head like that, it kills all the way down here. So, I don't know, is it a sign of old age as well? Is it a sign that I'm getting old? Because this is what I want to do. I want to carry on doing these adventures. I actually genuinely, I have a good time. I enjoy it. Waking up in the morning and, you know, being by the sea, I really, really enjoy it. It's just the sleeping part. It is just the sleeping part and getting comfy. And then obviously throughout the day, the more walking I do, I get exhausted. And you've just got to listen to your body. You've just got to listen to your body and what's your body telling you. And like I say, sometimes it does come in waves and I know I can carry on again. But other times it's like, no, I'm ready to give in. I'm ready to give in before. I don't want to be out in the middle of nowhere and collapse. Do you know what I mean? I literally don't want to be out in the middle of, like with the footage that I've been showing you, and keel over, because that wouldn't be good. It's alright if I bloody collapse or somewhere like that here, but not in the middle of nowhere. So yeah, I'm listening to my body. It's telling me to just give up for now and come back at a later date and go and carry on then, because I'm not going to stop doing this. I'm not going to stop doing this. I just, like I say, need better equipment, that's all. See, this is how chill Wetherspoons is. This table's right here. There's a group of guys. They've literally just got a massive board game laid out, playing a board game. This is how chill Wetherspoons is, that they're playing a board game in the Middlesbrough. I've just stopped and had a quick chat with them. Didn't have a clue what the game was, never heard it before, never seen it before. I've just said the only game I've ever really played is Monopoly. I think that's about it. Monopoly, Scrabble, the usual. There was a few childhood games like Mousetrap and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? But as I've got older, I've never really gotten into board games. I know one of my exes, he used to be mad on board games and he used to try and get me into this game that he really liked. Never got the hang of it, never understood it. So yeah, it's not really my cup of tea if I'm completely honest. Like I say again, I think Monopoly is the only game that I think is worldwide popular, you know what I mean? I haven't even played that for years. I can't remember the last time I played that. So yeah, it's just like I say, it's nice to see that people can just chill, play games. I mean, I wish I had the board game mind now. Give me something to do, because like I say again, I'm still sat here just, God knows how many of these I've had. I've lost count now. See, that's the only problem. I'll be peeing for days after all of these. So yeah, it's just as you've seen, the waiters walking about and just not being bothered, and it's just so relaxed and just a genuinely good atmosphere. Okay, I'm getting a bit restless now. It's just gone 5 o'clock. I've been here since about 12:30, 1 o'clock I think. I don't even know what time I got here for, but I've been here a while now and I'm getting a bit restless. My neck is killing me, absolutely killing me. Them guys are still here playing a board game. Should ask them if I could join in really, but like I say, I'd make an absolute fool of myself. But I asked one at waiters a while ago, I asked one at guys if he could be on social media so I can ask him a question, and he said, oh, I'll ask behind bar, you know, like his manager or whoever, you know. I said, no pressure, it don't matter if you don't, like, I just wanted to ask him a question on camera. And he said, I'll let you know, and he hasn't got back to me. Every time someone walks through the door, I think it's them. I think it's my mum. So yeah, so I asked him and he said he'd get back to me, and he hasn't got back to me. So I'm taking it's a no, and I'm not going to pressure, because I get it, I understand, you know, these sort of things. They're a bit temperamental businesses with social media and stuff. They don't know what I'm about, they don't know what I'm going to ask them, you know. So I was only going to ask him, like, how long have you been working here, and do you genuinely enjoy working here? But maybe in future reference, like I say, if, you know, Wetherspoon's big bosses see this, hashtag sponsor me, you know, free coffees all year round, that would be great, you know what I mean, no more paying, even though it's not even that dear. But can you imagine that if I literally post this and then, you know, like, because I do see people, like, especially, like, I've been told people on Facebook, they do, like, they visit as many spoons around the country as they can, and then they put the reviews on Facebook and whatnot, you know what I mean? So there probably is some people that do it. Personally, I haven't. Like I say, for me, it's just coming in as I'm passing, and I've been in quite a lot now. I have been in loads. So yeah, it would be interesting to, I don't know, Wetherspoons to see this and something happen. But hey, doesn't every creator want that?
Piss off! For the back of you, you minging.
20 hours later and she's finally here. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. But like I said, I'll be back. Don't you worry. I'll be back, won't I? No, it's not a failure. It's not a failure, is it? It's not. It's just, I'm putting the adventure on pause. So guys, I'm back home. Back home, safe and sound. And I can, like I say, only apologise for letting anyone down who had high hopes for me, because I had high hopes for myself. You know what I mean? I genuinely had high hopes for myself and thought I could genuinely go further than what I did. But unfortunately, exhaustion took over this time. Exhaustion just completely took over. And the weather in this country just can suck balls for, you know what I mean? It's nasty, our weather. You know, we don't have even the best summers. You know, summer's nice when we get nice summers, but even the summers suck. You know what I mean? But the rain seriously can suck balls in my eyes. But by the way, it's about 4 o'clock in the morning right now. So I got home. I think I got home about 10 o'clock at night. I think it was something like that. I went straight to bed. Took a bit, again, as usual, to fall asleep. Fell asleep and woke up stupidly early, like I usually do, because my body clock is just an absolute mess. So yeah, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. And I just wanted to just end this by saying sorry. Like I say, I will be back. I will continue. I do, you know what it is, guys? I honestly do think about just returning back to Cornwall. I do think about just going back to Cornwall. But the thing is, I want to, I want to do something different. Do you know what I mean? This is about visiting places that I've not been before. So every one of my videos that I do is different places that all my videos are in different locations of places that I've never visited before. So I'm visiting these places for the first time and filming them for the first time. So as much as I'd love to go back to Cornwall, because I genuinely loved Cornwall and enjoyed it, and I will go back to Cornwall because there's still places in Cornwall that I didn't go and visit. So I will probably go back there at some point. But this is about, like I say again, visiting different coasts around the country and different countryside resorts around the country that I've not been before. So next time I go back, I will go back to that side of the country, but go somewhere maybe further down, a little bit more further down. Like everyone kept saying, go to Whitby, go to Whitby. I've never actually been to Whitby I've never been to Whitby before. So next time I go back, I'll probably go back to Whitby and then carry on down. So the gap won't be as long as last time. Like the next, you know what I mean? Obviously, I probably won't upload now for, I don't know, maybe a week or so. It won't be as long as last time, because last time it was like over winter. You hardly see me for dust over winter because I literally go into hibernation mode. But yeah, so I'll kind of have a break for a week, maybe 2, and then I'll be back out again. Go back and back to travelling again. So yeah, I think, like I said, this time it was just the extreme exhaustion that took over, and I have to be careful, don't I? You know what I mean? Doing that, I have to put my health first. You know what I mean? I really I probably could have pushed myself, because usually sometimes what it was, so that last clip that you saw me in Saltburn, yeah, I'd only been walking, when I woke up in the morning in the red car and I walked to Saltburn, it took me like 2 or 3 hours. From when I woke up in Redcar and arrived in Saltburn, it was about 2 or 3 hours. Now, normally that exhaustion takes over with me at the end of the day, when I've been walking all day. So the fact that exhaustion took over after 2 or 3 hours, I knew I couldn't go any further. I knew, because normally I feel that exhausted at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? So it's the fact that I was feeling like that after only walking a couple of hours. That's how I knew I needed to end it, because I'd only just been walking a few hours. So like I said, normally I can have a good sleep, a good rest, a good sleep, and then I can walk all day and feel absolutely fine. But again, it is all weather dependent. The weather has a huge impact on me, and obviously how hard the walk is, because obviously you don't see everything. I don't film all the walks. So when it's like pretty straightforward, it's just a normal path, like a normal, when you think of a seaside resort, it's just a normal promenade and you walk down the promenade, that's easy. But when you get up into when you go deeper along the coastal path, it literally is just up and down, down steep hills, up steep steps and whatever, in, out, up and down, and it becomes absolutely unbelievably hard work. So, like I say, it's a case of, I know I can push myself, but everyone has a limit. You know what I mean? Everyone does have a limit. So yeah, a couple of weeks, I'll be back. Probably will go back to that side again, a bit further down, and carry on. So yeah, I'm sorry again, and I'll see you the next time, whenever that'll be. Peace out.